Yo, Cryptocito is back just in time for the Cosmos 2.0 roadmap announcement. In today's video, we're going to be talking about exactly that and also what it means in terms of utility for Atom itself. We're going to be talking about liquid staking, about derivatives, about the whole DeFi ecosystem, and also automated market making. But also I want to talk about the very highly anticipated Osmosis launch, because that is something that I'm looking forward now for 4 or 5 months since it got announced, I think sometime in February. So if you're excited about that, then please, number one, hit up that subscribe button. Really thankful to have reached 6,000 subscribers already. Now it's time to go to 10K. Please help me with that. Number two, share this video with 1 or 2 friends on your Twitter, on your LinkedIn, on your Facebook, wherever you want. And number three, also make sure that you watch this entire thing. Yo, first things first, I've been a little bit away due to health problems, but now I'm fully back here on track with you guys, and I'm going to be providing more, even better videos now in the future. So please, again, be reminded to subscribe to my channel. It really means the world to me. Also, thanks to everybody for the support through these times. I've literally been away also on Twitter. By the way, go also over to Twitter and follow me there. That said, guys, I know a lot of you are panicking right now because the market is not really going up. It's not really moving, right? It's not really making everybody rich quick. But guess what? That's what we sign up for in crypto. Be reminded all the time that crypto is not a get rich quick scheme, right? Of course, if you're lucky and if you join the market at the right time, you can make crazy multipliers in very short amount of time. But usually those who get really sustainably rich and make a lot of money in crypto, they're really in the market for a long time, right? And that means also you have to really evaluate strong fundamentals for yourself. Everything that I talk about doesn't mean that it also counts for you, right? I can also be completely wrong and off with my analysis here. But personally, I do believe that Cosmos is one of those fundamentally strong projects, actually one of the strongest projects that I see right now on the crypto skies. And it is really a blessing to see Atom trading at those prices right now, because it means that we can accumulate more, right? And sure, we would all like to see Cosmos at 3 digits already. I think eventually we will go there sooner or later. But right now, obviously, it's not an easy time. Also for Bitcoin holders that have bought around 60K, Ethereum holders that have bought above 4K, right? The crypto markets do what they do. Sometimes it's a very hard game, but if you stick around long enough and really bet on strong fundamentals, you are going to do extremely well. That said, before we get into the roadmap of Cosmos 2.0, there's going to be a lot of cool things. There are also some things that you might learn. Let's look at the markets real quick. We can see now here that Cosmos is down all the way on rank 38, which is absolutely nuts in my opinion, below 13 US dollars, and that with gravity DEX and all those kind of things that we're going to be talking about just around the corner. We have a market capitalization of 3 billion US dollars, trading volume of 475 million US dollars. And if we look at the chart here, we've been rejected here multiple times on the way up and really crashed down from $30. I think, yeah, we have been above $30. But now when everything dropped significantly, also Atom was really smashed with that and went up to all the way down to $10. I think it even wicked below $10 and is now at $13, right? So that's absolutely crazy in my opinion. I never thought that we're going to be seeing such cheap levels for Atom ever again. But it is what it is. And again, it means that you can accumulate more if you believe in this coin. I know I do. I know I accumulate more. So that's what I do. And you can even compound it with your staking if you have a right strategy there. And then slowly over time, you build that compounding effect. And suddenly you wake up with a lot of Atom, right? So that's pretty cool. Now, without losing too much time with the prices and all those kind of things, let's look into the just newly released Cosmos Hub Roadmap 2.0, right? So this was just announced 2 days ago, and it is basically here in article version, basically also giving some context on what Cosmos is, what type of value it secures, right? We have all those chains. I've talked about this a lot now on my videos. For example, the Binance coin, Terra, Crypto.com, the Cosmos Hub, of course, OKB from OKX, right? and more than 240 apps and services, right? So there's a lot of activity and a lot of deployment of the Cosmos SDK, of Cosmos, so to speak, which represents a market capitalization of more than 75 billion US dollars. So that's not bad for being live less than 3 years, right? And here's a little bit of context on the story. The founders, Jay Kwon and Ethan Buchman, right? I hope I can have them on as well here on my show one day. That would be really, really cool, about the fundraiser. And if you haven't yet, please watch my interview with Jack Zampolin, because he gives really deep insights on all of that. But our main focus today is going to be the 2.0 roadmap. And as you can see here, this is the main part, the main point of the 2.0 roadmap is that the entire focus is going to be liquidity, economic security, usability, and participation, right? Means that it actually makes the whole Cosmos Hub completely alive, right? And gives it a fresh coat of paint. And it brings so much utility for Atom as a native token or coin on Cosmos, on the Cosmos Hub. And also it brings IBC alive, right? So we've talked about IBC, this inter-blockchain communication protocol, which brings compatibility between sovereign blockchains. So the technology is all out there. The whole base layer is built, the whole foundation, right? And remember, Cosmos is a network of blockchains. It's not just one blockchain, right? The whole point of Cosmos is that it is building a network of sovereign blockchains that are all going to be connected through IBC. And all of that has been built out. Now, what's missing is something that brings the whole circulation alive, right? And gets it kickstarted and jump-started. And that's where this roadmap now comes in. So let's look into it, right? So this roadmap is designed to be a 1-year guideline. So this should all be achieved within the next year. And they also gave names to all those upgrades here. First, we come with the Delta upgrade, with the Vega upgrade, Theta, Rho, Lambda, and then some future upgrades here. Starting with the first one, and it's also the most significant one, because that's the birth of DeFi on Cosmos, right? And that is the Gravity DEX. I've talked about this here on my channel extensively. I made a sole dedicated episode on that. And currently, Gravity DEX is scheduled to launch on July 6th, right? Which is in less than a month, actually in 3 weeks. And if you have been taking part in the Gravity DEX testnet competition with more than 25,000 other people, then you know how significant this is, right? Because it drives so much utility for Atom. It's basically the Uniswap equivalent for Cosmos, right? And we've all seen what Uniswap did for Ethereum in terms of basically crashing the Ethereum chain, because since Uniswap really got viral, fees have gone crazy on Ethereum. And we might see that the transaction throughput on Cosmos, so the tenement consensus algorithm, is really going to be challenged with the launch of Gravity DEX, right? But we've seen in the past, tenement just worked flawlessly, and it worked really, really fast and cheap. So I think the Gravity DEX is going to be one of the killer applications for DeFi on Cosmos to come, right? So that's one of the main things that I'm super excited about. It also has IBC enabled natively. It's going to be embedded into the Cosmos Hub. So this thing is going to drive a lot of utility for Atom, because not only can you just stake your Atom and use it in governance, but now you can also use it in DeFi, right? You can provide liquidity, you can yield farm, you can do a lot of cool things. And I think especially in the beginning, the yields are going to be pretty compelling, right? So let's see how that's going to be playing out. But if you're subscribed to my channel, then you will be notified first once that thing fully launches. So Gravity DEX, absolutely huge, one of the most exciting upgrades that I'm personally looking forward to. Then the Vega upgrade brings another very exciting upgrade, and that is the Gravity Ethereum bridge, right? So the Gravity Ethereum bridge, which has the same name, but it's actually developed by different teams, which is specifically designed to bridge the Ethereum, the current version of Ethereum, the proof of works based version, because proof of stake chains can be actually bridged through IBC. But for Ethereum, you do need another bridge, another module, and that is the Gravity Ethereum bridge. So that is also going to come probably soon after, because I guess that's in chronological order. So I guess that's going to be coming soon after. And there's actually already right now a governance proposal live here signaling that the Gravity bridge is going to be implemented on the Cosmos Hub, right? So that proposal is currently ongoing, because then you bridge also the largest and still most relevant and most important ecosystems in the world, and that is Ethereum, right? So bridging this and leveraging those synergies is really, really important. Otherwise, you're just getting left out and missing out on a lot of value. Now, the next upgrade is going to be the Theta upgrade. And the most exciting thing that I find here is interchain accounts, which basically means that you have one place, one account, or one wallet on which you can get access to multiple blockchains, right? So right now, probably that's even going to be somehow in connection to the Kepler wallet, or it's going to be another thing, I don't even know. But right now also in Kepler, you have access to those different chains, right? To Akash, to Kava, to Cosmos, and all those secret network. But in the future, we'll have interchain accounts, means that you have just one place where you can get access to all those blockchains. And as the whole IBC implementation grows, right? I think right now we have 7 chains that have implemented IBC. Sif chain just announced that they're also going to implement it. You have IrisNet, you have Kava, you have Akash, a lot of chains, even Tor chain is going to implement it, even Luna is going to implement it. So a lot of chains that are going to be connected and compatible to each other, which is why implementing something that gives access to all those chains makes a lot of sense, right? And then it's goodbye to multiple wallets on different places with different seeds and different passwords and different kind of things and different systems, right? And different interfaces. And it's going to be hello, one account for all, right? So that's a massive user interface improvement. And I'm really looking forward to that as well. The next upgrade, I think that's probably a bit down the line, probably, I don't know, towards the end of the year, early next year. That's just my guess. There's no timeline connected to this. But NFTs, I think NFTs are definitely here to stay. It's much more than just JPEGs and expensive images of random people. I think NFTs will have a lot of use cases. So it does make sense to also build on a layout for that. And it's going to come in that upgrade. Also, chain name service, I think that's also very exciting, which allows registration of unique chain IDs for IBC, so that you have also some sort of order in that internet of blockchains, right? Who owns what type of path and what type of ID in that internet of blockchains across multiple blockchains, multiple sovereign blockchains as well. So far, we only have it for individual ecosystems like on Ethereum, right? The Ethereum name service, the ENS, and other chains have it as well, right? I think EOS has it, Cardano has it, as far as I know. But the main differentiator here is that this name service is interoperable, right? So that's the key difference. That's always the key difference with Cosmos. Everything that they build around the whole concept of interoperability and compatibility with other chains. Now, the last upgrade here on that list that has a name is the Lambda upgrade. And that's probably the most significant one after the Gravity DEX launch, because it implements staking derivatives natively on the Cosmos Hub, right? Remember, this whole roadmap is just for the Cosmos Hub. This is not for everything else built externally from other teams and partners, right? This is just from the core team behind Tendermint and whoever they have partnered up with or whoever they have acquired, right? For example, bHarvest or Althea. But this is something that is going to come natively on the Cosmos Hub, staking derivatives. And if you don't know what it means, right now the thing is, if you want to stake Atom on the Cosmos Hub, it's locked, right? You can't do anything. The only thing you can do, you can vote for it on governance proposals, but most people don't really care about this, right? They just want to earn money. They just want to put their coins to work for them and earn passive yield. And that's totally fine, right? That's also what crypto enables. It's a great source of passive income. But staking derivatives make your bonded Atom liquid, right? So you can actually use them, for example, here in other parts of the Cosmos ecosystem, right? For example, on the Gravity DEX, you can lend them out. You can do a lot of cool DeFi things with it. But also you can use it for voting rights and those kind of things. So there's a lot of things that you can do with staking derivatives, liquid forms of staked coins, right, of staked Atom. Another thing that's going to come, interchain staking. So that is probably the most significant thing that is going to launch on Cosmos this year. I've talked about it so much. Also my comparison video between Cosmos and Polkadot, right? Shared security is going to come on Cosmos. We have it here on the roadmap now, which is absolutely huge. And I hope it's still coming by the end of this year. It looks like it's very down the list here, maybe early next year. So basically what interchain staking means is that it allows for shared security through the Cosmos hub, right? So instead of having to build your entire own ecosystem of network validators and security providers, right, which is very hard to do actually, you can just lend the security from the Cosmos hub. Means that instead of, very simply put, instead of having to purchase the native token of a protocol that launches on the Cosmos SDK, and then put it to stake, and then having to provide security for that, you can just buy Atom, lock that in, and then you get access to the security of the Cosmos hub, right? So this is really, really exciting because it drives a lot of demand for Atom. That's one of the main reasons why Polkadot is so hyped and pumped, even though it hasn't really launched yet, is because they have the shared security model in from day one, right? So on Polkadot, you already have it from day one. They don't have a sovereign ecosystem of blockchains at all, right? Every parachain that is launching or going to launch through this auction process on Polkadot has to purchase DOT and lock them up, right? Which is great for the DOT price, but it's not really the internet of blockchains because it always rents and borrows security from the main relay chain on Polkadot. Cosmos, they just started on the other end of the spectrum. They started to first build a whole network of sovereign blockchains and later add security as an optional feature that chains can just use if they want to, right? Smaller chains. And obviously by doing so, they bootstrap liquidity, they bootstrap their entire project and accelerate their time to market. So that's great that it's coming. That's great that it's optional. I actually prefer this route that they're taking, even though it got a lot of negative bashing from a lot of people from the Polkadot community, right? And other people. So, but that's cool. Also token issuance, very cool thing, which basically means that you can launch your own tokens, right? That we're seeing right now on Ethereum. That has been the killer application for Ethereum in 2017, right? The whole ICO craze, and even now IDOs are still a huge thing. Another list or set of implementations that's going to come that doesn't have any name, just future upgrades, is non-IBC bridges, right? There's a lot of technologies, for example, that are not classic blockchains. So it requires different modules or different architecture of building those bridges, right? For example, DEX, right? If you think about hedera hashgraph, for example, which I also talk a lot about here on my channel, I guess that's one of the candidates. I really hope also that hedera and Cosmos can be compatible one day. An atomic exchange, decentralized identifiers, privacy, really important, right? I think there's also works on that as well. Adding of different smart contract languages and zero knowledge and optimistic rollups to make the Cosmos Hub even more scalable as it gets more and more crowded, right? You need to really think about long term, how can this be the most robust and tamper-proof and scalable blockchain in the world, right? So that's the goal. Overall, I love this roadmap. I think there's a lot of important things. I wish it was all there today, but that means that right now we do have a lot of opportunity in the market, right? Because Atom is so criminally undervalued, in my opinion. And just seeing that there's all these things coming that we've been talking about now for months, right? And speculating upon maybe shared security is coming, maybe a DEX is coming. Now it's actually all here in the roadmap. They're working on it. And having seen that they have delivered on IBC, that they have delivered on their first roadmap, I'm pretty confident that the 2.0 roadmap is also going to be shipping and is also going to be delivered in time. Let me know what you think about this in the comments, what other things you have to add. Maybe there's some ideas that you have that might come and that would be valuable for the Cosmos Hub. And now, finally, before we wrap this up for today, let's look into some latest updates from Osmosis, because that's another project that is going to launch very, 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 very soon here on the Cosmos ecosystem. All right, so Osmosis is going to launch on June 19th, which by the way is my birthday. So that's really, really funny because they were supposed to launch on the 17th. Now they pushed it back for 2 days. Everything is ready. The code is ready according to them. But it's funny because they're just launching on my birthday. And it's one of the most highly anticipated projects now on the Cosmos, broader Cosmos ecosystem. So what it actually is that it's the next step in AMM platforms, automated market making, right? So you can provide liquidity for different pairs, and also you can use it as a launchpad and on-ramp to bootstrap liquidity for new projects, right? So they recently announced a partnership with Regen Network that is also really deeply rooted inside the Cosmos ecosystem. They're going to be the first ones to use Osmosis as an on-ramp to bootstrap liquidity. And I think there's also going to be a lot of very exciting high yields, especially in the beginning for liquidity providers, right? Because if you look here at the issuance of the Osmo token, which is a governance token of the Osmosis protocol, you can see that there's this hyperinflation phase. And then after every 365 days, which is one epoch in the Osmosis calendar, so the issuance of new Osmo tokens is going to be decreasing by a third every single year, right? So you can see that here, they call it the third inning, not the half inning in Bitcoin, but the third inning. The maximum supply is 1 billion tokens, and most of it can actually be earned by liquidity providers, right? So there's this also, they call it fair drop. It has been an airdrop for Atom holders. 50 million of Osmo tokens are going to be airdropped for Atom holders that held Atom in self-custody, not on an exchange, on February 18th, which is when the Cosmos Hub Stargate upgrade launched. I made a video about this. If you've been watching my channel, you knew about this. And yeah, so that's cool. And also make sure that you claim it within the first 2 months, because if you don't claim it within the first 2 months, your claimable airdrop size decreases significantly, right? So even after 6 months, you don't end up getting anything. So make sure that you claim that. You can also check that on their website, how you can how much you're eligible of, how many Osmo tokens, and you can put them to work for you. So that's really exciting. And also very interesting here is that what I found out here is that Osmosis is probably going to be one of the first projects to implement the shared security from the Cosmos Hub, right? To borrow the security basically from the Cosmos Hub. So once that is live, Osmosis wants to transition to using this feature in order to further create synergistic relationship with the Cosmos Hub. So this is what I love about the entire Cosmos project and the Cosmos ecosystem. It's very inclusive. They all try to kind of like leverage those synergies and work together, and not like you see in most of the rest of crypto, where everybody tries to pick a winner and they want to be the best and the first and the whatever, not whatnot. But Cosmos really tries to become a very, very open, inclusive, connected ecosystem. And I love that. So I hope you like that upgrade. I hope you love that I'm back now. I'm fresh here with some updates about Cosmos. Subscribe to my channel. Please leave a like. Also go over on Twitter and follow me there. I really appreciate that. Currently I have a 1000 Iris token giveaway going on there. So please check that out. And there's some more Iris in the pool. I think 2000 or more in the pool. So that said, hope you're fine. Hope you're all safe and sound. And I'll see you in the next one. Be good and take care.